I want to ask about life purpose.
Life's purpose?
Yes.
Fun. What else?
I wonder, does he...
Joyous expansion. Joyous expansion is why you came. You didn't come to fix anything. You didn't come to learn anything because it needs to be learned. You came for the exposure to life, for the deliciousness that it feels in that expansion. Because to have something sort of pop open like an idea, and then to make your way to it, to give birth to it, and then to realize it, that's the purpose of life. It's the evolution of all species.
Okay, but I have always felt that I have a special aim or purpose with my life, and I haven't found it yet.
Well, you can't find it when you say, I haven't found it. But you start finding it when you say, I'm finding it. Okay. When you say, I haven't found it, or it can't be found, or what if I don't find it? That's a frequency that won't let you find it. But when you say, I think I'm finding it, I'm having a good time, my guidance is letting me know that I'm on the trail.
For a couple of years ago, I thought I had found it.
Well, sometimes you have to find something that isn't what you're really looking for in order to be on the path to what you're really looking for. We so would like you to understand that you find it and then something else pops up, and then you find that and then something else pops up, and you find it and something else pops up. So the fact that you thought you had found it, remember how good it felt on the way to finding what you thought it was?
Yes.
And the key to really staying on that happy finding treasure hunt is not to stop and take score that it wasn't what you were looking for. Don't ever do that, because what you thought you found was exactly what you wanted in order to open the next door and the next door and the next door every single time.
I know, I think what I found then, I don't want to do it anymore. I want something else, and I don't know what it is.
But you know, that's always the case. Wait, it's not always the case that you don't know what it is, but it's always the case that there is something more, something beyond where you are, because you are an eternal being. And so there must be more. It's the taking score that's sort of tripping you up. It's the believing that you should find it and then go directly to it and then live happily ever after with it. That is the flawed premise. It's like this. So contrast causes you to know what you don't want, know what you do want. You launch the rocket, but you're not a match to it because you haven't practiced it much. But you launched it, and the source within you knows it and recognized the perfection of it for you and holds the frequency of it. And so you care about how you feel, so you find your way to positive thoughts about that until you are easily feeling good about this desire that hasn't manifested yet, but you feel good about it, and now you're just closing that gap until you realize it completely. Now, as you realize it completely, meaning it's manifested in some meaningful way, the most interesting and wonderful thing happens. A whole new set of contrasting experiences surrounds you, which causes you to launch another rocket that you're not a match to. So you close that gap. It feels so good, it manifests. It feels good for a little while. And then a whole new set of contrasting experience surrounds you, which causes you to launch another rocket. So sometimes humans, when they hear us portray it in this accurate way, they feel momentarily discouraged, like, oh, I'm never going to get there. And we say, right. You're not ever going to get to the end of you. You're always going to be in the progress of you. You're always going to be in the life of you. There is no death of you. There's only ongoing life of you. So ongoing ideas, ongoing opportunities, ongoing emotions, higher emotions, deeper emotions, more satisfying emotions, more steady emotions, more stable, more solid emotions, more stability where you are, more knowing your worthiness, more loving who you are, more loving who they are, more of the universe yielding into that perfect microcosm of resistance-free vibration. Everything that could possibly be packed into a moment in time. So you're with those you love, and they're beautiful to see, and they're funny as they can be, and you're enlivened and enlightened. That's what Esther loves so much about a gathering like this. You get to be together, and you get to tune into who you really are, and then you get to explore life with new friends and find new places of being, new depths within yourself, new depths in others, new funny, new fun, new satisfaction, new emotion, new levels of emotion. That's what life is, you see. And so we love it when you say, I thought I had it, but I didn't, because you're not ever going to have it. It's always going to be. This final desire is an elusive misunderstanding, because you never get it done and you can't get it wrong. And in the moment that you accept that you can't get it wrong, that you aren't getting it wrong, that you are getting it just right, that where you're standing is just right, it's just right. Where you're standing is just right on the brink of more and more and more and more and more. So you begin to feel the exhilaration. We don't see any of you plan a vacation. You say, oh, I'm going to go on this vacation. You plan all the itinerary, and then you're looking it over and you say, well, I'm going to go here and 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 here, and then I'm going to come back home. You never say, oh, wait a minute, I'm already home. So why go? I've already accomplished my destination. You never say that, because you're not going to get it done. You're going for the fun along the way. You're going for the massage in the Dallas airport. You are. You're going for that soul and that couscous and that broth, whatever could it be. You're going for the funniest friends you've ever been with, even though you've been with them a lot. They're just funnier than they've ever been. They're just funnier than they've ever been. You're just loving them more than you've ever loved them today. You're loving them more than you've ever loved them today. That's why you're going. That's why you're going, you see.
But it's so many things I want to do. I mean, I have at least 10 things I really love to do. And, I mean...
Do you get any satisfaction from thinking about them? Or are you all bound up in the absence of them?
No.
Sounds a little bit like she's bound up in the absence of them. In other words, every subject's two subjects, wanted in the absence of it. So if you've been noticing that they aren't happening, but they are happening, can you acknowledge that they're happening, any of them happening? Have you noticed any progress?
Yes.
There are 1,000 people in this room, and here you are.
Yes. Yes.
That tells you something. That tells you that your desire is offering a very strong signal. Your desire is offering a very strong signal. And you must be somewhere in the vicinity of it, or you would not be here. And so now that you're here, you want to talk about how to get to where you want to be. We just told you. If you can think about how you want to feel, instead of trying to figure out how it's going to come, where it's going to come from, who's going to bring it, what's it going to be, when's the exact timing of it. Just enjoy the journey. Enjoying the journey. Enjoying the journey. Sometimes you think that if you are enjoying the journey, the universe will say, oh, take the resources and put them somewhere else, because this one is enjoying the journey right where they are. So we don't need any more manpower. We don't need any more angel power on that, because that one's satisfied. So call it off for that one. And oh, there's a really needy one over there. There's a really needy one over there. So let's put all of our resources over there to that one. It's not like that. It's not even anything like that. It's the opposite of like that.
But I'm enjoying my journey. But what about focusing?
Well, tell your face. That was just a shortcut to say, tell your vocabulary, tell your expectation that I'm enjoying the journey. In other words, when you're enjoying the journey, you don't talk about needing to pick up the pace. This is a leisurely walk through the deliciousness of life that you're having.
What about focusing energy?
Well, focusing energy backfires if you are focusing it upon what isn't happening. That's really the point that we're wanting to make. You don't want to focus your energy on what's not happening. You want to focus your energy upon what is happening. We'll never say anything more powerful to you. In fact, we've called the whole rest of the seminar off, because think about that for the next week or so and you'll do really good. Isn't that where it's at? Isn't that everything? Focus your energy. It's like people talk about affirmations, and we say affirm from your place of really feeling good. Affirm from your high-flying disc. Affirm from practiced emotion of feeling good. Affirm, the better you feel, the more you want to say it out loud. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
We really have enjoyed this, and you have a beautiful face.
you. Thank you. Can I ask something? Are you connected with Blue Deer Indians?
With who?
Blue Deer Indians.
We're connected with everyone. We're connected with everyone. There's no one that we do not know. No one. It doesn't matter.
No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.